This evening, Jagdeo warns that any monetary contributions from any oil company would be a gift. GPHC offers free eye examinations. Rice experts demand answers for failed Suku cases. In the region, hundreds of Brazilians take to the streets for a second time ahead of a runoff vote. And internationally, rocket malfunction forces astronauts emergency landing.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Greetings to our viewers in Guyana and around the world. Today is Thursday, October 11, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. The United Nations has declared October 11th the International Day of the Girl Child. The day focuses attention on challenges girls face and promotes girls' empowerment and fulfillment of their human rights. Under the 2018 theme, With Her a Skilled Girl Force, the International Day of the Girl Child marks the beginning of a year-long effort to help girls to attain skills for employability through a campaign that will bring together advocates and supporters to highlight the most pressing needs and to identify opportunities for investment. Today is also World Sight Day. In celebration of that event, the Georgetown Public Hospital offered free eye examinations to the public. Esther Sobers tells us more.
Vision is power. To me, that means being able.
Today is World Sight Day, and as such, the Georgetown Public Hospital Eye Clinic held their annual eye testing for the public. Patients were able to have their eyes tested for glaucoma, cataracts, refractive errors, among other eye diseases. Dr. Cylindra Sugrim, head of the ophthalmology department, elaborated on the importance of getting your eyes tested.
Usually we recommend to have at least one eye test before 40. From 40 onwards, every year or 2 years, you should have it screened for glaucoma, diabetic retinopathy, and any other condition. Glaucoma, cataract are usually disease of aging that comes on later on in life. So usually we recommend for patients who are elderly to come in regular to have eye checks for glaucoma or cataract. Diabetics, of course, should have their eyes screened once a year.
Dr. Sugrim further expounded on eye diseases that often go unnoticed by patients. Early eye screening can prevent further damage or possibly cure.
Encourage patients to come in for regular screening. So during these sessions, we will educate them about these conditions that they may be suffering from and they didn't know. Another one is diabetic retinopathy. That's where you can have bleeding in the eye. So patients may have little signs of hemorrhage or bleeding in the eye and they're not aware because they don't have any symptoms. So we do diabetic eye screening. We have a special clinic set up for that. And you can go there and speak with the optometrist that we have. And they have a system where they take pictures of the eye and look for hemorrhages and bleeding. If you discover it early, you can prevent blindness from diabetic retinopathy. Same for glaucoma. If you come and we check your eye pressures, we examine the eye nerve for glaucoma. Generally, the clinic is open all day.
Hundreds of patients flocked the public hospital to ensure that their eyes were tested in observance of World Sight Day. Even after World Sight Day, persons are encouraged to visit the eye clinic to get tested and avoid permanent blindness. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Opposition leader Barry Jagdeo warns that the PPP will consider any monetary contribution from any oil company to the Granger administration to be a gift. Wendell Jeffrey explains why in this report.
So let me say to the oil companies too, that any money given to our government before the start of production of oil, we in the PPP will treat that as a donation or an increase to the signing bonus, not recoverable from cost oil. I'm making that one statement very clear. So when an oil company says, I'm giving you money up front, that must be for some other purpose.
Today at his weekly press conference, former President Barry Jagdeo issued a stern warning to both the Granger administration and the oil companies doing business in Guyana. Jagdeo said that he heard that the government is seeking to make a huge drawdown against future income from the oil windfall.
Then I heard that the government was thinking about asking, for advance money from the oil companies. You know, this government likes to take money for activities. We haven't even started producing oil. And I heard that they want to seek an advance payment, a large sum.
The opposition leader says that he does not have a problem with the oil companies giving Guyana any money. However, those monies will be treated by the PPP as a gift.
We will treat this as a donation. We don't have a problem. You give a donation to the country or increase our signing bonus, but it would not be recoverable against cost oil.
Asked by Kaicho News as to the legal grounds for the government of Guyana denying a possible repayment to a loan, Jack Dio responded this way.
You will see the legal grounds in the future because we're making it clear. This would be seen as a donation to the country.
The PPP's General Secretary said that the oil companies are not lending agencies, and as such, the monies will be deemed as bonuses and will not be repaid under a PPP government.
These are not companies that make loans. They're not financial institutions. If they've done that, they're doing it with a motive. If they're financial institutions, that's different. Financial institutions make loans or grants. That's why I'm saying we'll treat it as a bonus, not a non-recoverable bonus.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, SOCO to investigate claims of skullduggery at the GRDB, and rice experts demand accountability for failed cases. But first, here is today's foreign currency exchange rates.
For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
Styles. Simply different.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger licking, boil and fry. Meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Bringing back the good old days.
Looking for clothing, footwear and undergarments for the family with great quality and affordable prices? Then visit American Home and Beauty Center. 722 Robin Wellington Street, Georgetown, opposite CNS Channel 6. Come and shop in our spacious and comfortable environment with great customer service. American Home and Beauty Center is your one-stop shop. Telephone 226-1497. Opening hours Monday through Saturday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Close on Fridays between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
'Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to hide. Waste the day and spend the night. Me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your.
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
This is what shopping used to be. More plastic bags than I could carry. Or I could use. They always end up in the bin. Or as unsightly litter. Then it hit me. get just one reusable bag. Now, whenever I shop, I don't use plastic bags. I always have my reusable bag. It makes shopping a lot easier, and it's better for the environment.
Use one less disposable plastic bag. Make the switch to a reusable bag today. For more information, please call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Disclosing your HIV status is important. Having the other person know their status is just as important as knowing yours. Partner testing puts everyone in the know and can be life-saving. Professionals can help you with disclosure. Encourage your partners to test and disclose. Be confident about your future. A message from USAID, PEPFAR, Advancing Partners and Communities Guyana, NAPS, and the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. Earlier this month, rice expert Turin Dorgo expressed frustrations over the current state of the Panama rice deal and the Guyana Rice Development Board. His revelations have caught the attention of the Special Organized Crime Unit, who have pledged to investigate the matter. Here's Wendell Jeffrey with more.
Gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the set. Today we're dealing particularly with this situation. You guys have just come from the SOCU office. What mitigated your being invited to SOCU, Dr. Dorgo?
Well, as you know, we filed a complaint with the Commissioner of Police based on that there's ongoing fraud. When we go as far as that 80,000 bags are labeled, put it mild, wrongly, labeled with somebody else's label on it, and that person has publicly declared that I don't know nothing about it, there has to be collusion between the particular miller and GRD.
According to Dr. Turin Dorgo, it is fraud. And one of the reasons is because the current rice board manager, Nizam Hassan, lied to the Guyanese people.
We base that on the fact that the general manager, on the one hand, is saying there's no problem with the rice shipments to Panama because it's just a few bags. It's on record saying that. We estimate it to be more than 80,000 bags.
He also said that the evidence and the extent of the problem will soon be on display.
The evidence is on its way. GRDB said those containers have been shipped back, so when they arrive, we will see that evidence.
He also expects that something will be done as the investigators at SOCU seem to be taking the matter seriously.
SOCU took obviously it came to them through the Commissioner of Police because there is where we filed it. And we feel that they take it very serious. They have told us that they will need a few days to start to thoroughly investigate it. And then we will be called back if there's more evidence needed.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. This morning, the High Court charged a 43-year-old security guard with attempted murder. Eon Archibald is accused of attempting to murder Duane Country Wallace on June 4, 2015, at the Pavement View Restaurant and Bar, Georgetown. During the trial, Archibald apologized to Wallace for his actions. However, the apology was not accepted. Archibald had reportedly chopped Wallace several times when he saw him talking to his reputed wife, who was at the time a waitress at the bar. Archibald reportedly accused Wallace of having an affair with the woman. He initially offered a plea of not guilty, but he changed his plea to guilty during the trial. Archibald was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. The Special Organized Crime Unit has pledged to investigate the GRDB and the Panama rice deal. This is good news to the main complainants in the case. However, the two still fear that, like many cases SOCU has investigated, this too may go unanswered. Here is Wendell Jeffrey again.
Well, as you know, we filed a complaint with the Commissioner of Police based on that there's ongoing fraud in the GRDB.
There is a serious crisis within Suko itself, and I must say this.
Tahin Darga and Jenna Rahman filed a complaint against the Guyana Rice Development Board for what they are claiming is ongoing fraud. However, the two renowned rice experts are not sure that the Special Organized Crime Unit, SOCU, has what it takes to deal with the matters coming before them. On Tuesday, Magistrate Judy Latchman dismissed all of the 16 charges against the two former GRDB managers, Jagnarine Singh and Madalal Ramraj. The matters involved over $4 billion. Rahman addressed that issue, asserting that persons need to be held responsible for these failures to secure convictions.
A very important charge was made against very senior officials of GDRB, and it was dismissed by the magistrate on the grounds that the witnesses didn't come forward to present the evidence against these gentlemen. Is a serious indictment against Suko, and the head of Suko and those who are in charge must be made accountable to the Guyanese people.
Rahman's argument is that too much money has been expended on the setting up of SOCU and that there needs to be value for the money spent.
There are millions of dollars that have been spent to set up such an institution. It is a criminal investigation that is separate from SARA, which investigates civil issues. And so this must be taken seriously. What we are saying is that with the good intentions of these officers who we met today, very nice men, very intentioned, that they are not getting the necessary support from the powers that be to allow them to carry out their work.
Dr. Dargo is of the opinion that SOCU might have been a victim of skullduggery within the GRDB. I'm hearing from on one hand that you're excited about SOCU taking up the current situation with the Panama deal and the corruption that might be there. And I'm also hearing you say that SOCU has lost a significant case against them. Is there a nexus?
It must be clear that when SOCU took up the GRDB thing, after the election, a lot of documentation had disappeared. As you know, the accountant of GRDB is in Canada, and so far they were not successful bringing him back.
In a subsequent broadcast, you will hear Dr. Darga and Jenna Rahman speak on why they think that SOCU is failing to secure convictions and what kinds of assistance they have pledged to the unit. For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, Brazilian protests right-wing candidate ahead of runoff, and Category 4 hurricane rips through Florida Panhandle. But first, here is this week's bridge retraction schedule.
Disclosing your HIV status is important. Having the other person know their status is just as important as knowing yours. Partner testing puts everyone in the know and can be life-saving. Professionals can help you with disclosure. Encourage your partners to test and disclose. Be confident about your future. A message from USAID, PEPFAR, Advancing Partners and Communities Guyana, NAPS, and the Ministry of Public Health.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to hide. Waste a day and spend the night. Me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. Come on! 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger licking, boil and fry, meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge, filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe, bringing back the good old days.
For all your beauty and hair care products, look no further. Visit American Home and Beauty Center, 72 Rob and Wellington Streets, Georgetown, opposite CNS Channel 6. We have in stock a wide variety of brand name beauty products, cosmetics, perfume sets, hair extensions, hair accessories, costume jewelry, and much more. Come and shop in a spacious and comfortable environment with affordable prices and great customer service. American Home and Beauty Center is your one-stop shop. Telephone 226-1497. Opening hours Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Close on Friday between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient.
You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins,
or fallen leaves and cut grass and put this in a composting bin or pile.
Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Styles. Simply different.
Welcome back. Now here is George Gonsalves with the regional and international headlines of the day.
In news from the region, hundreds of Brazilians took to the streets in Sao Paulo and marched against far-right front-runner presidential candidate Jair Bolsonaro during a protest they called Dictatorship Never Again. Demonstrators, mostly supporters of the leftist Socialism and Liberty Party, danced and shouted "El Now," meaning not him, in response to Bolsonaro's views on women, the LGBT community, black people, and indigenous people. Bolsonaro scored an emphatic victory in the first round of the presidential election held on Sunday, and opinion polls indicate he is on track to beat his leftist rival from the Workers' Party, Fernando Haddad, in the October 28th runoff election. This is causing a growing uneasiness among Brazilians about Bolsonaro, a former army captain who has expressed nostalgia for Brazil's military dictatorship. And in international news, rescue services are waiting for daylight to assess the full impact of Hurricane Michael, which made landfall on Wednesday afternoon as a Category 4 storm with 155-mile-per-hour winds. Unusually warm waters in the Gulf of Mexico drastically charged the storm from a tropical depression on Sunday to a Category 2 hurricane, but by Wednesday morning, the storm had reached borderline Category 5, the highest level. Michael made landfall near Mexico Beach, Florida at around 2 p.m. on Wednesday. It ranks among the most powerful hurricanes to hit the U.S. since Hurricane Andrew in 1992. And finally, a U.S. astronaut and a Russian cosmonaut were forced to make an emergency landing after their Russian Soyuz rocket malfunctioned en route to the International Space Station. Shortly after taking off from in Kazakhstan, astronauts reported a problem with the rocket's booster. The men were forced into a, quote, ballistic descent, with their capsule landing a few hundred miles away. They have been picked up by rescuers. The search and recovery teams have reached the Soyuz spacecraft landing site and report that the two crew members are in good condition and are out of the space capsule, U.S. Space Agency NASA said. Russia said it was suspending any further manned flights and an investigation into what went wrong had begun. Channel 2 Headline News, George Gonzalez.
Thanks, George. Here are your 3-day weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast and Friday evening at 6 for more news. For now, I'm Bibi Bacchus signing out from your newscasting. Thank you for staying tuned and do have a blessed evening.